Good morning. I figured I'd just go live instead of chatting. Okay, I must explain this. Karen, I'm glad it's just you for a second. So I got up at 2:30 and I decided to shower. And then I fell back to sleep. So this happened. So here's how I look today. Isn't that fun? Too fun. Yeah, I know. So for some reason, these meds have my body all icky. I can't sleep right. I'm jittery. My stomach's upset. Whatever. It's a couple more days. Stupid stuff. So yeah, my brother and my brother-in-law left at 3 o'clock this morning to go on a fishing trip, and I've been up ever since. I just wanted to poke my head out the door and say, happy Father's Day and have a good trip to them. And then of course, my brain. So I keep going and da 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 da. So I've been up for a little bit, and then I think at like 4 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock, I don't know, somewhere around there. Hi, Margaret. How are you? The dogs are put up in their coop. Well, the coop. They've got an acre and a whole barn, so they're put away for the day. I won't let them out because they don't listen to me. They only listen to Al. So it's me, Linda, Renee, and Fritzy, who's right here on the table in his bed asleep. He had quite a day yesterday. Let me just tell you. And I'm still working on this dang towel. I could have used it for my shower this morning, but it would have been a little short. Good morning, Margaret. How is Icy doing? Good morning, Debbie. How are you guys? Now, I have to apologize. I already explained to Karen why I look like this. And it's because I showered at 3 a.m. and then fell back to sleep on wet hair. So that's why I look like this. But Margaret, you'll be very proud of me. I stayed out of the sun all day yesterday. Out of the sun. It was killing me. It was such a beautiful sunny day, but I stayed in the shade. I kept my awning out. And then I went in the area that I call my back patio because once the sun comes over here, it gets shady over there. So I was very good. It's going to be tough today because it's going to be bright sun and 75. But I'm going to be good. I will put my awning out and I will finish this dang towel in the shade. So if any of you have tried the word search, good. If any of you, I see is good. Good. Yeah, it's going to be absolutely perfect weather. So, sorry, my daughter just texted me. She's been having trouble eating, and I'm worried about her. So I'm making sure. Yeah. So she's been having trouble eating. So I went into mom mode yesterday, and I nagged her. I said, anytime you feed that baby, you feed yourself. I don't care if it's a cracker or whatever. Oh, I don't know, Deb. But I've worked with it before, so I don't know. I don't know whatever it was. I wish I knew, so it never happens again. That was just terrible. Did I not look like a bullfrog? It was awful. Is it? Margaret, I think your weather comes to us after because we're supposed to get wicked heat this week. Wicked. That's a thought, Debbie. That really is a thought. I don't know. Like I said, this came out of nowhere, and I have no idea. So, anyway, I'm still working on this blanket. All right. Yeah. Ooh, 95. Are you kidding me? Yeah, it's supposed to be our last, perfect weather day. And then we're going to get the heat index by Wednesday. I think we're going to be suffering. So, I hope tomorrow's not too bad because that place where we go line dancing, the air conditioning's on, but it doesn't really work that great. So it's really hot in there. I'll just wear. Yeah. I don't know. I just hope it doesn't happen again, please. I actually have my heater on right here next to the computer, and Fritzy's laying by it. It's cold. It's only about 50 degrees right now. So it's chilling. And I want to say, If any guys are on, Jeffrey, if you're out there, River Life, if you're out there, happy Father's Day, everybody. You guys are great dads, and I know you deserve a special day, so happy Father's Day. Chemicals, all right. Well, I will have to, if you could send me the link to that, Debbie, just so I could watch it. That would be interesting. But maybe that was that day. Maybe it was that day. That's a good idea. I'll have to check that out. So, oh my goodness, you guys, what a day Fritzy had yesterday. And I think he's still exhausted. Look at him. You ready? Look at him. He's asleep in his little bed. So we had a block party. So there's a town called Cobuskill, okay, and there's 2 bars next to each other, and they decided to have a block party. And they had a dunking booth, and they had a bull riding thing, the fake bull, the mechanical bull. And they had face painting. I mean, and they had 2 bands. It was nice. So we sat down there for a little bit. Well, I had Fritzy in his stroller, which, by the way, is the best thing I have bought in a very long time. So we had him in his stroller. And the good thing is everybody asked permission before they touched him. But, oh my goodness, he was the hit of the show. He was just like his little head up and watching everybody go by, and the kids loved him. And I did get a hot dog and share it with him, just a couple bites. After the marshmallow episode, I didn't want to push things too much. So we went to that, and then we had celebration of life party for my brother-in-law's mom. She passed months and months ago, but they figured to have the service now when everybody could travel and come up. So I walk into the service with him in his stroller, and everybody lost their mind. They're like, oh, look, he's so cute. And he's just like, whoa. But again, he was perfect little boy, But he had quite the day, and he loved it. No, I think he's a bit exhausted. All right, Debbie, I will find it. Oh, Karen, he was the party animal. He was loving it. And then I got a snow cone, and I drank all the sugary juice out of it, and I let him lick the ice. So he was styling, eating his little snow cone. I actually poured more water over it and let him lick the water off the ice. Yeah, he was loving everything. Good morning, Lisa. How are you? We're just chatting about Fritz being the star of the show yesterday. Yeah, he's a good boy. I'm scratching his little ear. So yesterday was a busy day. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I sat up this morning, and it wasn't even that my brother woke me up. I just knew somewhere in my head, I heard them say that they were getting up at 2 and leaving at 3. So I woke up at 2:30, and our campers are close enough that if I really listen, good morning, Melissa. If I really listen, I could hear them, bumping around in there. So of course, as soon as I move now, Fritzy's like, well, I got to go potty. So I opened the door, and my brother and my brother-in-law were just leaving. So I got to wish them happy Father's Day and tell them to be safe and have fun. They're going out to Oswego Lake, I believe. And they're going on, well, good morning, Linda. I wasn't sure you were up. They're going on a big fishing trip today. So I'm excited to hear all the stories about that. My brother's so cute. He was making peanut butter sandwiches yesterday to bring and share with all the guys. Him and Renee, he's like, well, you better make about 10 of them, because if I don't eat them, I can eat them during the week. It's too funny. Lynn, it's chilly out here, isn't it? I do have my door open, but I got my heat on. Oh, you've been up? Yeah, I've been up since 2:30. Isn't that fun? So yeah, they're all headed out. I think it's a 3-hour drive. No, thank you. I'm sorry. I did fall back to sleep, and that's why I look like this. That's so funny. But So yeah, yesterday was a very nice day. It was a bit windy here when we got back. It was a bit much. Sometimes the wind here can just be ridiculous. So I had to put my awning in and blah, blah, blah. All right, we're getting there, guys. Oh, yeah. So we're getting there. I've got it long enough, just not wide enough. I love the pattern. Isn't that cool? Yeah, we've got just those wispy clouds along the outside. Good morning, Sugar. How are you? Thank you, Margaret. I did use my hooded towel for my shower this morning. It worked very well. And I was thinking, dang it, I wish I had this finished so I could matchy match, even though it's just me and Fritz in the camper. He would be the only one to know. So, yeah, so I've got all my coffees lined up here this morning. I didn't want to have to hop up and make another one. So, what's everybody doing today? Oh, Margaret, how was your ride? How did your ride go? I could turn this down a little bit. I know you were leaving for a ride with your brothers. And Karen, did you overdo your yard work? Well, that's great, Margaret. That's cool. I love to take long rides, but not at 2 a.m. But normally I love to take long rides. Well, you take your time. No rush. No rush. It's going to be a long, beautiful day. Take your time, ease into it. That's all I'm doing. I did consider sitting outside and doing this. I was going to see if my sister and sister-in-law wanted to come and do it with me, but it's chilly. I wouldn't do that to them. So I think later on, Fritzy and I will take a nice walk in the hayfield. I did pick some wildflowers yesterday. Oh, Melissa, did you? Did you wear gloves? I always forget to wear gloves, and then I get blisters when I do my yard work. Oh, wow. Wow. That's a long ride, huh? Did you make them stop and get you any wildflowers? If not, I wish we were close enough. I wish we could invent something where you could email somebody something instead of having to ship it. I know. It's like the Jetsons. That is a lot of car time. Ah. No, dang it. Well, I do have a few different ideas for the picture that I'd like to make. One of them's going to be, I might actually take a vase that I have here, set the flowers in it, take the picture of it, and then recreate it. Yeah, Melissa. Good morning, Christina. See, Melissa, I do it every time, and I don't think to put gloves on until I already have a blister. And then I'm like, dang it, I did it again. Yeah, Karen, me too. Me too. And you guys help me yell at Linda while she's on here, please. She keeps doing too much with her hand. She's got her hand in a cast, as you all know, and she keeps lifting chairs and carrying stuff and moving stuff. And then she's like, I don't know why my hand hurts. So I want you all to yell at her and tell her to behave and let us spoil her and help her. Ha! There we go. Now you have to listen, Lynn. Oh, that's fun. But yeah, I think today's just going to be a nice. You're feeling 54 today? Well, I'm not feeling 58 yet, but I haven't walked outside my camper. Oh, you fell down the steps? When? Linda, what are you? And I'm right here. Why didn't you holler? You need a whistle like I have. I have a whistle that if I get in trouble, I can just blow the whistle and you guys can come running. Lynn, Come over here and let me make you coffee. Come over here and let me spoil you. Your outside camper steps or the one in by the bedroom? See, even Fritz is barking at you, telling you to stop. Lynn. Fritzy, where's Aunt Linda? He's going to look out. You're cleaning outside. Well, get over here. What are you cleaning? You better not be. Quit it. Right, Melissa? Let me spoil her. I can make her coffee. Will you hang out in the camper? You're pouting. All right, we'll pout. I'll come spoil you after. I won't make you come over. I don't think Renee's up yet. Her door's not open. So don't clean up over here, Lynn. Don't you dare. I will help do it. And don't you dare come over and do that. Karen. You can tell, guys, when I fell asleep on this side. You see that? Because this side's all curly and this side's all flat. Oh, nice. Yeah, I watered all the plants. My plants here are looking beautiful. The wave petunias are really loving life. I felt bad because my sister-in-law, right next door, she bought impatiens and, oh, sorry, the table's moving. Fritz is getting comfortable. She bought impatiens and put them in the sun, and I'm hoping we can bring them back to life, but I'm not sure. Yeah, so you need to know. I think we're all guilty of that, right? We all need to know when to just relax. They did. Well, that's good, Margaret. Did Icy find a different spot to sleep instead of? Amen. Sisters, can I get an amen to that? Mm-hmm. Yep. I cannot sit and look at something because, yep. I get it. It's funny. I was just talking to Renee about that yesterday. It's like if I sit still and stare at something, it's not going to do itself, right? Good. That's good, Margaret. I'm still baffled that you still haven't seen your neighbors. That's just the weirdest thing. What'd they do? Get so ashamed they moved out? Which, you know what? They should be. Shame on them, right? I can't see Linda's camper from where I'm sitting. I can only see the house and the barn. But I do have a key to the barn. I can get in there and get our four-wheelers if I want to, but I don't know if it's going to be a four-wheeling day. It might be a hangout at the camper and relax day. I do have to clean out, the little compartments you have. I need to check in there and make sure everything I have is useful because I need to be productive with my space, right? So I was thinking, this is how my brain goes. I was thinking when I'm done with this, I might actually do a tutorial on how to make the whole set. All three or four pieces. I think that'd be cool. I need to get more tutorial content up to keep people interested. Margaret, I did fix that other video. I deleted it and re-uploaded it. Make it easier. And then somebody did mention that the word search I put up, it might be missing a row of letters. So I'm trying to solve the puzzle myself and make sure. So stay tuned for that. I may have to redo that one. That's what you get for trying to do stuff in the camper quickly. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I have brand new commercials. I hope they're good ones. Now remember, for 25 years, I sold commercials for cable. So commercials are kind of my thing. I'm one of those rare people that love commercials. I love to I love to critique them and see, you know, what they put into them, how they did the background, because I know the process. Before those commercials get to air, I know the process. Christina, what about a screenshot, copy and paste? Like copy and paste it onto a PowerPoint or a Word document. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, so that's what, because I know the process of how a commercial, what it takes to get one to air, and it's a lot. And sometimes you look at, especially local commercials, and you're like, what? Somebody approved that to go on the, you know, it's like, wow. But so yeah, I'm one of the rare people that loves commercials. Not just Super Bowl commercials. I like them all. Melissa, I don't think you have to print it. You can copy and paste it and then email it to me. You don't have to print it. Yeah, local commercials can be like, yeah. Yeah, that. Linda, see? She's after my own heart. Yeah, and you know, it used to be you watch the Super Bowl for the commercials, but now I don't know. It just seems like the week before they release them anyway. I don't know. It's lost its hype. So I just watch them all the time. There's some of them, I love them. I did. Oh, just realized I tried to shave my legs in the shower. That didn't work so well. Of course, it was 3 o'clock in the morning, so I'll give myself a mulligan on that one. Oh, that's too funny. So yeah, I love to watch the commercials, and thank you for watching my commercials. I don't know the rules. I just know. No, they really weren't, Margaret. Yeah, because literally I don't love football. I really don't. And I will watch the Super Bowl because everybody does. I will watch at least up until halftime. And the commercials, either they release them a week before and you've already seen them, or, you know, they're just not that good. Remember, they used to be so great. I love them. Gotta stand up my yarn. There we go. So, I know everybody, I try to like football. Maybe because, and in my defense, maybe because during football season, football is on in my house Monday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. Enough already? I don't like anything that often except for Jeopardy, which I watch every day. Other than that, no. Soccer, that's cool. Yeah, I will watch NASCAR. But I'm not going to sit down for hours and I'll have it on and I'll check and see who's winning and what's going on, but I don't really think there's a sport that I'm going to sit and watch for hours. It's not my thing. You know me, I don't sit still for that anyway, you know? Oh yeah, the best ones were definitely like was it the Budweiser frogs? Budweiser, right? And the stallions. There was that one where the stallion, Budweiser stallions had a puppy, something like that. And it made me cry. I can't remember, but yeah, there's some good ones, but there's some really the local ones. Whoo! So I had local clients, and I would have to help them make commercials. And the hard thing is, you know that saying, I don't want to call the baby ugly, but when they come up with a commercial that's so bad, and I'm trying to like, you got to think of your audience. You got to think, you know. Yeah, Budweiser did. Yep. Now, Margaret, Linda, and my sister Cindy were the team everybody tried to beat for soccer at our high school. Sorry, the table's shaking. Fritzy's jiggling. Is he looking at Aunt Linda? He might be. But my sister Linda and Cindy were the ones. Oh yeah, Linda's taking a walk. I know Linda was number 21. I don't know what number. Put your claws down, please, you guys. Look. Aunt Linda's coming, and he's all excited. Look, Fritz, get down. Sorry, guys. Linda, you were number 21 in soccer. What number was Cindy?
I don't know, probably 13.
13. Will you quit cleaning up? What is it? Oh, breakfast.
Breakfast.
Thank you. Thank
Hi,
you.
honey. You're welcome.
No cleaning up. I'm not kidding. I'll do it when I get off here.
It's off.
When I get off here. Yeah, now he's out with Aunt Linda, and she's not listening. She's cleaning. So,
pizza?
no, thank you. So yeah, they were the two. They were our maiden name is Zwick. So they were the two that everybody would try to team up against and beat in high school soccer. They were really, it was cool. And of course, when I got up into high school, the coach wanted me to play soccer. I'm like, I'm not a soccer person. I was a cheerleader. That's what I did. Right? Who is spoiling who? That looks really good, doesn't it? That'll be breakfast. I will make a special cup of coffee. You may not have my cupcake, little boy. Come on, up you go. Back into your seat. You may not have my cupcake. Beat it. Get up there. Get up there. There you go. You wanted my cupcake. Can you just sit still? Yeah, it's that'll be a breakfast that'll give me a kickstart of sugar, won't it? So yeah, when I got up into high school, first of all, the coach always called me Cindy because Cindy, Linda, and then finally she'd go, Zwick, get over here. I'm like, here I come. I would ignore her on purpose, even though I knew she was talking to me, until she got my name right because I was like, you gotta know me by now. Sugar rush, ding 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 ding. I'll be like that annoying frog. Zing ding 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 ding. But yeah, so I spent my whole high school being called someone else's name. The good thing is Linda was a cheerleader as well, so that helped. But yeah, those two, and I think my other sister Terry, she played volleyball. I think that was her thing. But yeah, I did track for a year and then I did cheerleading for the whole time. Yeah, that's going to be me, Energizer. But I am going to clean out those cabinets today because, like I said, I'm trying to make everything functional in here so I'm not wasting any space. I'm going to hang up a shelf on the side of the bed because the shelves that they have are now in front of the closets. So every time I try to open the door, whatever's on that shelf gets knocked off. So I'm going to hang up a shelf on the side so I can put my phone and stuff and my glasses and, bottle of water each night. So I'm not knocking stuff over. Like I said, the more functional this thing is, the better it'll be, right? So, yes, yesterday was a lot of sugar. Track and volleyball, yeah. So Lynn was soccer cheerleading. I was track cheerleading. My one sister was volleyball. And I think Lynn, Cindy, oh, softball. There you go. Cindy was softball. Oh, here they are. Here is our,
Once an Indian college.
here was our t-shirt. We did it from what do they call us? We are not alma maters. We are, I can't think of the word. I'll think of it. Oh my God, what's the word when you graduate from somewhere? Come on, guys, help me out. Alumni. Holy crap.
Mommy's got a brain fog.
I've been up forever.
Me too. You didn't open your door.
No, it's cold.
No, it's nice out.
Oh, good. I still got the heat on.
You jerk.
I'm cold.
I
did choir too, Margaret. I did choir. Yeah, I didn't do band. I tried to do band. It was the French horn. Nothing
drama
was
club.
Oh, Linda was in drama. Well, our choir kind of turned into drama where yeah.
Everything turns into drama.
We had a music teacher, a choir teacher. If you didn't pay attention, she'd throw her shoe at you.
Yep.
Mrs. Tripp, she would throw her shoe, and she was a good aim, man. She never missed. She always hit her target. The good old days where you could get your butt kicked by a teacher, right? You can't now. They can't even yell at you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She was. But you know what? We had great concerts. So my senior year, our choir concerts were actually, Fritz, will you sit still? My goodness. Our choir concerts were actually reenactments of musicals.
$60 for this rum.
Holy crap.
Oh,
Somebody showed up yesterday with a box of rum for $60. Are you kidding? I'm not spending $60 on any.
For a hangover. Forget that.
All that just to feel crappy the next day. Oh, Mrs. Tripp was crazy. But I'll tell you what, our concerts were good my senior year. So Fritz. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Are you going to sit still now? I'll open this so you can hear what's going on and you don't have to fidget so much. All right, maybe I won't. Okay, I won't. My finger won't work. But yeah, she was something. So we had about 2 minutes of like Brigadoon and Camelot and The Sound of Music, and so we had to dress accordingly. So she would do like 10 people would be out on stage doing one scene while the rest of us switched costumes and ran out and did. It was pretty neat. Yeah, I'll give it to her. And I never got hit by a shoe. Oh, well, a Joanne commercial. Well, I'm moving up in the world. I hope it was a good one. Sorry, you guys. Let me know if the commercials drive you crazy. I'm new to this monetization thing. I'm not quite sure what's going on. So if it drives you too crazy, let me know. I think I can select whether or not they pop up. I'm not sure. The farmer's dog. Now, the farmer's dog probably popped up because I was using that for Fritzy for a while. Oh, okay. Hit skip. There we go. Perfect. You wouldn't want to miss what I'm talking about now. But anyway, I can remember my boyfriend at the time in my high school, my senior year, my boyfriend at the time had a motorcycle. And I would ride with him on the back of the motorcycle and I would be practicing the music, the songs to the choir concert. He said he couldn't hear me, so because I guess the motorcycle was really loud. But anyway, that was fun. High school was cool. That was a good time. I wonder if, because I do have my yearbook up there. Years with cars. Yeah, see, it's all targeting, guys. It's all targeting. I think it's funny that I try to explain that to people that we can be in houses right next to each other and we're not seeing the same commercials. It's just, we're not. It's just so targeted and so fine that we're not seeing the same commercials. Did you? Yup, you're getting the yarn. Yupper. Oh my goodness, I just want this to be finished. I think I'm only like halfway, but I'm determined. It will be done today if the stars align. I was going to go swimming in the pond that my brother dug, but he found a huge snapping turtle over there. So I'm not sure I want to go in. Well, it's the area you live. It's also your search history. It's also all your interests, all your targets. It's everything. Trust me, I'm trying to forget everything I learned about being targeted for marketing. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Karen. So, I mean, it's a shame because I love the pond and I love floating around and I usually bring Fritzy with me, but the turtle was like the size of his bed. I mean, it's huge. I'm just not going to do that. So if it gets warm enough, I do have splash pads that I bought so we can hook the hose up and use the splash pads. No, we don't have to worry about anything. Al's not here to yell at us. He doesn't yell at us. I'm glad he filled my tank yesterday because then I could shower without worrying about it. Well, yeah. Well, sometimes they miss their mark. That might be an income thing. That might be, they can target you. It's so many ways, guys. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. So that snapping turtle, like I said, is bigger than his bed. So I'm certainly not going to bring him out I mean, he loves to swim, but I'm not going to chance it. So I will figure out something else to cool us down if it gets too hot today. Right now, I'm not seeing it because it's cold. But it does, I mean, in the sun, it looks nice. But it's chilly here. Alexa, what's the temperature outside?
Right now, it's 60 degrees Fahrenheit.
We hit 60.
Today, expect a high of 75 degrees.
It's going to be perfect. Very excited. Very excited, you guys. Oh. Good morning, Marianne. I think so too, Margaret, but my luck would be I'd step on it walking into the pond, right? That would be my luck. Christina. Oh, that's too funny. Yeah, they I mean, sometimes they miss the mark because not everybody is stereotyped. Like my clients would ask me because they would be targeting women my age and they're like, "Well, what do you watch on TV?" And I'm like, "I am not your average target. You don't want to ask me." Because, most women are watching Lifetime and this and that. And here I'm watching Discovery and Animal Planet and. No. Oh, God, that's awful, Melissa. That's terrible. Oh, yeah, I can't even imagine. You're like, nope. I'm out. I could see you. Nope. Yeah, History, Discovery, Animal Planet, Food Network. But our normal um, targeted demo. They watch TNT, TLC, ABC. You know, I am proud to say I have never ever watched one episode of The Bachelor or The Bachelorette ever. And every woman that I work with, they would talk about it and I would be like, "Oh my God, I can't." Yeah, that's gross. Yeah. That So yeah, I'm going to stay out of the ponds. And that makes me sad because Al dug them so that we could swim and we did have so much fun in them, but he's actually he's digging another one. So before they move in over there, maybe we'll go. Yeah, I don't either, Margaret. I don't either. I'm actually right now I am watching all of the seasons of Grey's Anatomy. And I'm even getting to the point where I'm fed up with that. It's like, okay, this is too predictable. So I don't know. I might be done with that. But I try to watch some of the shows, but I'm just not. I'll watch Moonshiners every now and then. One of my favorite series, though, Marianne, you might know this if you watch it on the History Channel. It's called like The Food That Made America or Something That Made America, the Discoveries That Made America. It's all the inventions and all the, like how did Hershey become so important or how did Kellogg's make their cereals, stuff like that, KFC, McDonald's, so they'll take one theme a week. Sometimes it's fast food, sometimes it's soda, sometimes it's chips. And oh, Heartland's good. All right. I'll have to watch Heartland. Um, and that's just it with me for series like Grey's Anatomy. I'm not big on soap opera kind of ish things. I don't like that. So when everybody starts falling in love with everybody else and their heart's broken and everybody's crying, I don't like that. I love horses too. So I'll watch Heartland. That'll be neat. Yeah. Oh, those are good too. Yeah. Um, I like to read books about detective series. So those I like that as well. So So yeah, I mean, on the rare occasion that I'm watching something, I probably am watching YouTube or, something like that, because I try to keep up. Fritz, they're not coming out, so stop barking. He's barking at the barn. He wants the dogs to come out. You can see the cameras. Fritz, no snuffing. My mother used to pretend she didn't watch the soaps, and I knew she did. I knew she did. I'm sorry, the table's moving because Fritz is snuffing at the door. He's thinking that the dogs are coming out, and they're not, but I can't convince him otherwise. So until he calms down. And what was that one that Kevin Costner's in? I watched that for a while. Him and his daughter, and they have a ranch. What the heck is the name of that one? I watched that for a little bit, but I don't want to pay to watch it. So I'm not going to. Yellowstone, yeah. So there's actually on Discovery or the Nature Channel, there's actually a series about Yellowstone, the park, that I love. It shows the migration of the animals and, how they winter over and how spring comes. That I love. So that's kind of how I found Yellowstone by accident, because I thought I was watching that special, and it turned out to be the Kevin Costner one. But I absolutely love the character of his daughter in that show. If I could only be as badass as her, right? Love it. She's awesome. She is pretty cool. I mean, she plays a little too hard, but I love her character as far as her attitude. Oh my, I'm not eating my cupcake. Not until it's over. But he keeps jiggling the table. I'm not eating the cupcake, and I'm not going to eat in front of you guys. I know. He is. He's so sad. He's going to be sad all day that he can't play with them. But they don't listen to me, so I can't let them out because they'd be running amok. And they only listen to my brother. And the last thing I want to do is text my brother while he's out in the middle of the Great Lakes saying, your dogs took off and I can't get them back. So they're going to have to stay until he gets home. They'll be home around 4 this afternoon, 5 this afternoon. So it's not like they got to stay in all day. They'll be out. David Attenborough documentaries. I'm going to have to look those up because I don't know any. I mean, I might know them if you, Murdoch. Karen, are you laughing at me? I can't. Now I have to stop because I haven't counted in 2 rows and I don't want to lose a stitch and not know it and have to pull this out and start over. That would just annoy me way beyond annoying. I love it. I was sitting out here yesterday on the swing working on this, and I'm trying to, oh, yeah, I know. Okay, Margaret, yes. He's got the accent, right? Yes, I know who you're talking about. I like him. He does a lot of those. Those are cool. But yeah, I was working on this yesterday, and they're all talking to me, and I'm trying to count, and I'm like, stop talking to me when I'm counting. Exactly, Karen. Exactly. So I'm not going to call and say, hey, Peaky Blinders. I watched the whole thing and I love it. It's a bit rough. it's like The Sopranos was, but I really liked it. It was a tough one, but I really like it. Yeah. Yes, he has the accent. Yeah. I watched one, I think of his hummingbirds. Sorry, you guys, my forehead is itchy today. Oh, it really is, Margaret. I like a lot of their series. I like a lot of. I don't know if it's because I like the way they talk. Did you ever watch? Now we had Orange is the New Black here. They had a version of it from Australia. Ooh. It was. Ooh. Yeah, the hummingbird one I watched. Yeah. Oh, nice. Faulty Towers. I don't know that one. What was it? Wentworth. Wentworth is the one that I'm talking about. Hello, Renee. How are you? We're talking about good TV shows. And yeah, Wentworth was a really good one. It was the Australian version of Orange is the New Black. Whew. A bit more intense, but it was good. I do love British TV. What was one of the... There was a whole series and it was really good. Kitchen Nightmares. I used to love to watch Chopped. Chopped was a really fun one. I really liked it. And then Brian and I or Mr. Fortunate and I used to, I'd hand him ingredients and say, all right, here's your chopped basket, make dinner. We had fun with that. By the way, Renee, I was at a black party in Cobleskill yesterday, and I met a firefighter from Saratoga that worked with Brian Kissinger. How does that happen? How is that a thing? I'm in Cobleskill. This guy comes out with a t-shirt that said something about the Belmont in Saratoga. And all of a sudden I was like, were you at the race? And yeah, it is. Were you at the race? He goes, yeah, I'm a paid firefighter. And I was like, do you know? And he goes, yeah. I said, I was his neighbor for 10 years. Diners, drive-ins, and dives. We watched that. He gets on my nerves a bit. That Guy Fieri, he gets on my nerves. Oh, hey, Margaret. Well, yeah, I think Guy Fieri really turned me off a bit because first of all, he's not as funny as he thinks he is. And there is one, Carnival Eats, that what's his name? Is it Trevor? I think, but Carnival Eats is a good one. He is. Yeah, he is. Well, I usually get hungry. I usually watch cooking shows at night. Noah, yes. I love Carnival Eats. I really do. He has a new show on now where he is actually with Guy Fieri. He's on Food Network, not the Cooking Channel. And I haven't seen it because it comes on at 9 when I'm going to bed. But yeah, he is very arrogant. And that really turns me off of the show. But I do like the concept of it. Finding diners and drive-ins and dives. I like the concept, but he is very arrogant. I mean, he won the Food Network star and got where he is, but I don't know. I just can't watch that many all the time. I used to love The Kitchen. Jeff Morrow is a riot. Yeah. Oh, was he? I didn't know he was the very first one. But Jeff Morrow is the one that's on there, right? He's so funny. Yeah, same, Karen. You can get really good ideas on how to make stuff. Some of the stuff that I do here at camp, I got off The Kitchen, some of their cool ideas. Like I sliced the watermelon into stir sticks. I got that off of there. Paula Deen. My mother loved her. My mother loved Paula Deen. I think she bought some of her books, her cookbooks. But I think the Sandwich King, Jeff Morrow, right? He was my favorite. Are you coming down? Do you want to come down? Are you coming down? You look like you're pouting. He looks like he doesn't know what he wants to do. Are you coming? No? Okay. I don't know what he wants. Yeah, he's pouting. He wants the big dogs. Well, I'm sorry. You're just going to have to deal with it. Renee, please tell Don I said Happy Father's Day before I forget to say that. Trying to think of anybody I might have forgot. I texted my son-in-law. I said it to my brothers. I talked to Mr. Fortunate. I think we're good. Cool. Yeah, it's been a long day already. Oh, that's too funny. Oh, Melissa. I love watching Hoarders. And every time I watch that show, I get up and clean something because it freaks me out. Hoarders, I can't. I love it. It's not okay how much I love it. Oh, Fritzy. Sorry. His little ears. He's so funny. Yeah, Hoarders, I actually have watched every one of them. To the point now where if I go to click on one, I'm like, oh, I know her. Or oh, I know him. I've seen them all. There's no. Yeah, sorry, Marianne. That's Fritzy scooching around. Dr. Zazio, I love her. I love her. Yeah, she's my favorite. Starter version. Yeah, I love, oh, yeah. So I would sit on and I'd watch an episode of Hoarders, and the next thing I know, I'm cleaning out cabinets and getting rid of stuff. And yeah, it's fun to watch the earthquake that takes over. I guess that's the downfall of having his little bed on the potty mouth. Oh, I'm gonna have to check her out. I don't mind bad language. Are you kidding? You see what I'm surrounded by most of the time. You see where I'm at. So that's too funny. Potty mouth grandma. Um, there's another grandma I watch. Crochet grandma or something like that. She's cute. She's got this southern accent. She's pretty cute. But Margaret, I try to keep up with the YouTube community as far as the crochet and stuff like that. And I've got so much going on. I'm trying, because if I don't keep my name out there and keep talking to them, like, Michael from MJD or Juan or, any of those. Crocheting with Alana is back, by the way, you guys. So she had a rough go of it, but she's back. But I'm trying to keep up with them just to keep myself in the neighborhood. And it's really tough. It's there's so much going on. Margaret, that's so funny. She had a cookbook or oh, that's funny. So yeah, I'm trying to keep up with all of that stuff. It's very difficult. Oh, that's funny. Well, good for her. That's pretty cool. Margaret, did you get some good recipes out of it? What are some of the recipes I need to know what some of her recipes are. Is it like Southern food or is it grandma food or by the way, my rose petal jam went over very well with everybody. It's gone. I have none left, but so that was a pretty good recipe. I found that just on Google. Actually, I do most of my recipes from allrecipes.com. That's where I find a lot of them. It's just easier whenever I'm looking for something, I just pop it up and that pulls it up. I have an Echo Show at home, and I can just tell her, whose name I can't say because she'll answer me, show me a recipe of blah, 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 and she'll put it up on the screen. So that's what I do. We were talking about some of our recipes last night while we were all hanging out here. And I was telling them how I make my mac and cheese. And it's usually just whatever kind of cheese I have in the fridge. So I never have the same recipe twice because I never have the same cheese. Renee, remember? Because Renee loves to cook. She does all sorts of recipes. And her husband was like, sometimes you make the best stuff and I love it. And then you never make it again. He goes, you should let me write it down and put it in a bucket so you remember. He's like, I remember Don. He's like, I love the stuff you make, but then you make so many other things and we forget. Oh, well, that sounds good. Yes, Renee, thank you. Yeah, I always put smoked Gouda in there, but other than that, it's never consistent. But I have poor Don. He's like, you should have a bucket where I can just put all my favorites and you can make them again. My coffee's getting cold. Melissa, my father always used to tell me you can never overwater a rose. So maybe start with that. Just make sure they're wet all the time. My rose garden that I have at home, that new one that I did, it's actually in a sort of a wetland part and they're growing crazy. Yeah, add that to the menu, right, Margaret? So that's what Renee's husband, he's like, I love that. And you never made it again. Because Renee makes so many cool things that she just moves on to the next. Renee, are you going to enter anything baked in the fair this year? Nice. Renee won a blue ribbon for her cookies, and Mr. Fortunate used to love it because she would bring over plates of cookies and have him try them. Which one do you like? Oh, he looked forward to it. He would tell me, Renee's making cookies. Yes. See? I will go to the fair and see your ribbon. You won blue both times, or was it red and blue? Anyway, she won ribbons every time she entered something, even her very first time. So yeah, it was fun. Oh, we used to love it. Renee's making her recipes. Nice. Red and a blue. Yep. Yep. Brownies and cook. I remember, see? Oh, I remember the brownies. He loved it. Good morning, Gloria. How are you? I know I'm hungry too. You guys know I'm staring at that cupcake. You know what, Renee? I have my ribbons hanging up in my craft room. That's, you know what? I know we're adults and it's silly, but I love it. I love them so much. I'm very proud. Margaret, hey, but you won a ribbon. That's good. That's really good. Gloria, welcome. Welcome, welcome. We're talking about recipes and entering stuff in the fair and shows that we watch, kind of just hanging out, easing into a Sunday morning. We are about an hour in though. That went fast, didn't it? Felt like it went fast. I do have a lot to clean out. So I'm going to be working on this towel, trying to finish this towel. And then if I do finish the towel, I'm going to see how much I have left, see if I can make a small area rug to go in front of the little tub. Then it'll be a full set. And then I will do a tutorial on each part of it as one. Renee is an amazing cook. She is an amazing baker. She would make us all sorts of great stuff. Oh, that's great. That's really cool, Margaret. So oh, Renee, that reminds me, I'm gonna need you to be a judge for the Scotticoke Fair for me, for the craft section. You and Don, if you wouldn't mind, I'll talk to you about it. I need your professional opinion. I need you to come judge for me the day before the fair or the week before the fair. We'll talk out the logistics, but you guys were the first ones I thought of when they said you got to come up with the judges. So all right. So we'll chat. We'll talk. Sorry. So, all right, you guys, we've been on about an hour, so I'm going to go ahead and start saying my goodbyes. Please relay to every father that you know in your life, Happy Father's Day. I hope they have a great day. And Fritz, can you sit still for 1 minute? Hold on. Let's let Fritzy say goodbye to everybody. Come on. Oh, here he is. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Fritzy and I are going to go out and play with Aunt Linda. All right. You guys have a great day. Remember, be happy, be kind, and be creative. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.